Hello everyone, today our team are going to present L'Oreal, a big giant in cosmetic industry. Our agenda is divided into 4 parts as written in this slide, and now let me start with company introduction and industry analysis. L'Oreal was founded in 1907. After a century of hard work, L'Oreal has leaped from a small family business to the world's leader in the cosmetic industry. The group operates in more than 150 countries and regions, has nearly 300 branches and more than 100 agents, with over 80,000 employees worldwide. It's a multinational company headquartered in France and one of the Fortune 500. Looking back on the development history of L'Oreal, its most notable feature is the continuous brand acquisition. Early in 1967, it completed first acquisition of Lancome and speeds up in recent 20 years. L'Oreal also invested in research and innovation center in each global region. So far, L'Oreal has formed 4 major business divisions, which includes a huge brand matrix of dozens of sub-brands. Each sub-brand has a unique positioning, targeting specific consumer groups. L'Oreal leverages the brand reputation and channel resources of the acquired brands in their area of origin to expand market share. The latest half-year report indicates that L'Oreal has recorded market share gains in all divisions and all geographic zones during the first half in 2021. Revenue breakdown shows that consumer products and L'Oreal luxury beauty market contribute the most, while professional products and active cosmetics account for a little bit higher of 10% respectively in total half-year revenue. The development strategy of multi-brand operation and strong R&D ability is the advantage of L'Oreal in the competition with large multinational competitors such as P&G, Unilever, Shiseido, etc. Even under the situation of pandemic, L'Oreal is still the most profitability company in cosmetic industry. Cosmetic industry is closely related to our daily life. It's a B2C industry as consumers are almost all individuals who purchase for own use. The global sales in 2020 equal almost to $226 billion. 6 leading mega companies account for nearly half of total sales. There are hundreds of brands in cosmetic industry, and these 7 multinational conglomerates own 182 beauty brands. L'Oreal, Unilever, P&G, each of them has own brand mix. Customer may be familiar with many of the brands shown in this slide, but may not realize who is the parent company. In general, cosmetic products are mainly consumer goods purchased by individuals for own use and enjoyment, and can be divided into 4 major categories: skincare, makeup, hair care, and fragrances. For global cosmetic industry, Asia Pacific region and North America are the 2 largest cosmetic products consumer markets, and the former is still growing fast. All distances can have an impact on cosmetic industry, but in different degree. The sensitivity to cultural and eco-technical distances are the highest to cosmetic industry, which determine the basic marketing mix of a company, where to sell to whom, and sell what. Different languages and local traditions can impact heavily on promotion, people, and physical evidence. Different behaviors of customers are formed by factors such as values, norms, which coming from different social culture. Culture also influences the mainstream attitude of what's considered beautiful and attractive in a society. Cultural distance between various countries has huge influence on market selection, STB strategy, and 70s. Eco-technical distance also matters. The economic development level presents consumer purchasing power, market outlook, and how much profit margins a company can expect in the market. Cosmetic company needs to market right products along with local economic development. Differences in technological environment, such as infrastructure, penetration rate of the internet, also play an important role in terms of accessibility of products and convenience of purchasing. As cosmetics industry totally relied on individual consumers, it's crucial to carefully consider market selection, STP process, and marketing mix according to different economic and technological environments. Geographic distance seems to be less important if considered only from physical locations. With the development of technology, transportation, and logistics service, as well as increasing signatures of trade-free agreements, spatial distance is no longer considered as a major obstacle for a company to explore new markets far away. However, climate, seasonality, and topography can impact marketing decision on market selection, products, promotion, distributing channels. For example, consumers in tropical countries prefer cosmetic products focused more on oil and sweat control, while consumers living in continental areas care more about hygiene and moisturizing ingredients. Administrative distance refers to dissimilarity of political, legal, and institutional environment between home and hostile country. It's relatively easier to overcome than above distances, as laws and regulations are more explicit and understandable than the manifestations of different cultures or social norms. Besides cage distances, there is another distance related more to people working in the company, psychic distance. It is rooted in all distances above from an objective perspective and can also be measured as perceived difference in a more subjective feeling. Compared to existing markets, new markets have different cultural bases, different political systems, levels of market regulation and development. From firm level, company managers' perceived familiarity or dissimilarity will impact on marketing decision, so it is also highly sensitive to the industry. In the following part, my colleague will introduce the marketing strategy of L'Oreal.
Thank you. Let's start by talking about BOP. Unlike competitor Unilever, which focus on daily body cleansing, L'Oreal focus is products on skincare and cosmetic industry. You can find a large number of products under $10 in both the consumer brand and the base brand in the active cosmetic line. L'Oreal didn't use the BOP as its main marketing strategy. As we know, the BOP could help reduce several distance. Your other marketing strategy can help. L'Oreal is currently targeting at the Asian Pacific region. The Asian Pacific market is expected to continue growing. There is potential in Africa, but it needs time to wait for Africa customer base to grow. Now it's time to introduce the mobile marketing strategy. To seek a larger market, companies want to make relationship with their customers whenever and wherever. Thanks to the technology, the innovation of the communication technology, and the evolution of the devices, it's become possible. From one-way messaging to interactivity from the big data and AI, companies can use mobile marketing to design efficient and personalized marketing strategy. L'Oreal Paris gathered 1,000 female customers of all ages who have purchased creams on the Tmall in 2019 from the cities and towns. Companies and the customers work together to complete new product cream design. Thanks to the big data analysis, prices are dynamical according to the market supply and demand, competition, and other factors. L'Oreal didn't continue the online marketing agent license in mainland China in 2018, saying that online marketing only handled by itself to clear potential obstacles. L'Oreal choose popular celebrities with different characteristics to be the spokespersons for online advertising and activities. Those brands will not reduce price directly, but use a gift box bundle and the small size gifts as promotion tools. L'Oreal uses mobile marketing in many countries around the world. It has entered partnership with the major e-commerce platforms such as Amazon and Shoppers in Canada, where it's interested with the sales of its product. In China, there are some differences. It has a deep partnership with the Taobao and the Tmall, the largest e-commerce platform in China. In 20 promotion days, sales were over $700 million. Platforms are not the intermediary. This seems like a technology support of the mobile marketing. The marketing promotion activities on the platforms are decided by the L'Oreal e-commerce departments. Guests in the flagship shops can enter the L'Oreal Man or L'Oreal Professional with a link, and the customers who buy the women's skincare may be given a promotion offer and can buy men's products as add-on items. Tmall Heybox is an online platform for new product promotion by Alibaba. Based on big data of consumers' consumption behavior, L'Oreal 2020 made new product in Tmall Heybox ranked the first in sales. L'Oreal has opened its brand online China, reducing the time it takes for consumers to reach each brand's shop, so that mobile marketing reduces the temporal distance. Shops use AI to set price strategy and offer service about online transactions and product usage, extend the service time, and shorten the administration distance. Taobao is a website integrated online shopping and living streaming. The man in the video is Lipstick brother Austin Li Jiaqi. This is a live streaming record of L'Oreal Paris product on promotion day. He's a former offline country guide of the L'Oreal Paris. Now he is an online KOL with an annual sales up to $3.5 billion. During 2020 promotion days, Austin worked with L'Oreal 9 times and made over $70 million sales. Product usage demonstration is an active way to show the uniqueness of the products. Live streaming can provide the visual, sound, and performance to provide product information by showing real-life scenario to promote purchasing decisions. Consumers can send messages at any time during this live streaming, and sellers can see the messages in the interface and provide real-time feedback. Live streaming creates a shipping guide consumption scenario. Not only can seller recommend product, they can also guide consumer usage and guide to complete the purchase process during their application UI. Live streaming creates an atmosphere where consumers watching a live streaming can interact not only with the seller but with other consumers by reading their messages. This type of selling allows consumers to influence each other, creating conformity action. Messaging in live streaming change from one-to-one to multi directions, reduce the cost of the consultation and increase efficiency. Companies rely on KOL and use their influence to attract fans to buy, which can improve marketing accuracy and purchase rate. KOL can be a communication channel between the brand and the customer, and can work with the brands on after-sales services. Live streaming enhances the authenticity of the information, enrich the contents of the information, and shorten the second distance. Live streaming creates a great shopping atmosphere. Consumers rely on and trust the seller and the other consumer, thus shortening the second distance. KOL that match the product and the brand can give consumer a first impression of the product based on the KOL reputation, increasing trust and reducing second distance. Buy while you watch increases consumer time pressure, shorten the decision-making process, and shorten the temporal distance. The live streaming promotion mode of the KOL can be very effective in influencing consumer willingness to buy, reducing consumer choice time, and shortening the temporal distance. During the live streaming, consumers can directly understand the use of the product. KOL can help with the after-sales service. This shortens the administration distance. Now, next is the reverse innovation, and welcome Donglei.
L'Oreal has launched several products which inspired by traditional culture and unique preference of customers from less developed countries. These products not only win over in the regions where they originated, but also successfully expand all over the world. For example, Garnier Men Oil Sweat Control, L'Oreal Total Repair Fab Hair Products, and Maybelline Baby Lift Balm. Cultural, administrative, techno, and psychic can handle reverse innovation in cosmetic industry. Influenced by traditional Chinese aesthetic concepts, Chinese people generally believe that beauty without obvious makeup is more acceptable in terms of appearance. Seldom will Chinese choose bold or bright colors for lips, unless they need to participate in some formal occasion like wedding ceremony. Finally, Maybelline took all above elements into consideration, started innovation in L'Oreal's Shanghai Pudong R&D Life Center, and launched a new product. Baby lifts can be considered as some two-in-one product for daily use, satisfying both hydrated, natural, and good-looking demands of Chinese consumers on lip care products. It successfully overcomes cultural distance in the market. Market seeking is the driver for Maybelline to enter China. Maybelline made both strategic and tactical adaptation. First, they retarget the consumers. In European and American markets, Maybelline targets on young girls aging 13 to 24. However, most Chinese girls aging 13 to 18 are still in middle and high school. They are not encouraged to make up at this age. Most Chinese girls start to learn makeup once after finishing high school. There are also young women young women who just start their career, who wants to purchase international makeup product but with limited budget. On tactical level, lip care products are innovated with natural colors. Chinese loves shiny lips and consider light sensation on lips are full absorbed of a lip balm. Maybelline also entered department store instead of supermarket or drugstore. Baby Lips was the first lip balm product in Maybelline and was soon introduced to other Asian countries and Western markets, which gained great success. This product line still exists today and has been expanded with choices of different colors in adaptation to each market. Here in the slide are 4 screenshots from Maybelline website in 4 different countries. Since 2017, L'Oréal Paris has sponsored the Movember Foundation, which aims at raising awareness of men's health. L'Oréal launched a limited edition of the Barber Club series. For every bottle of this product sold, L'Oréal will donate €1. At the end of 2019, L'Oréal donated 1.5 million euros to sponsor research on prevention and treatment of male disease. This is a typical cost-related marketing case. Cost like men's health is almost a consensus of all consumers, regardless of race, religious, and cultural backgrounds. In this way, L'Oréal could bridge cultural distance. Executives could even use this strategy broadly without conducting careful research on consumer psychology, which means cyclic distance is bridged either. However, cosmetics industry is sometimes impacted by cultural distance, such as the cultural characteristics of collectivism and individualism. Economic distance matters as well. In areas with low living standard, consumers focus more on price and efficiency, which benefit themselves, instead of donating to help others. Therefore, L'Oréal needs to confirm consumers' cultural preferences to overcome cultural distance. As for economic distance, it's a good choice to take regions with better economic performance as key markets. The strategic significance is market seeking. Men themselves have very little demand for cosmetics. This marketing strategy of L'Oréal can effectively expand the male consumer group. Tactically, combining product sales with the theme of promoting men's health is an ideal solution for product promotion. As for the benefits of cost-related marketing in this case, the first is to bring important funds to the organization. What's more, the purchase behavior of consumers has been given additional social value, making male consumers have good impression on the brand and increase company's revenue.
The corporate L'Oréal is adopting origin-based marketing strategies in China. In French, L is a contraction of the definite article le or la, and it means the in English. Even though the name L'Oréal is French, due to the lack of French language abilities of the general public in China, the name did not effectively raise awareness that L'Oréal is a French company. That is why the translation of the corporate name becomes the key. L'Oréal was translated as Olaya in China, which means elegance from Europe. In terms of product branding, the name L'Oréal Paris is used on many products. This name keeps reminding people that the brand comes from France, which could be the sign of elegance and the center of romance in Europe. When L'Oréal first entered the Chinese market, it was trying to differentiate the product from those of the local Chinese competitors and seek new market opportunities. The Chinese domestic cosmetic market was pretty homogeneous. Therefore, labeling itself with French labels and advanced product positioning is more conducive to establishing its brand image. Several major brands dominate the market, examples including the Petroline, the first image on the left. You see that the product packaging as the brand logo are both in green. Yumeijing, the one in the middle, where the product package is mainly in white or light pink. Xianfushun, the third one, the product package is mainly in pink or red. These major brands are using nostalgic packaging styles, even simple product packages, as opposed to the fashionable, passionate, and enthusiastic packaging style of the French products. When the use of advanced packaging style is combined with the perceived advancement in the content of the product, L'Oréal immediately captures some market shares, where the majority of the customers were willing to pay a price premium and keep several types of the L'Oréal products at home regularly. Now, unlike other companies, L'Oréal didn't restrict itself to something French when it comes to origin-based marketing. The sub-brand Maybelline New York is an example. It means the lipstick is somewhat American, though made by a French company. There are always people wondering why L'Oréal relates its lipsticks to the American culture instead of its native one. There could be several reasons. The first argument is about the differences in culture between the US and Europe. In American culture, people have drastically different taste in beauty. This leads to differences in the consumption behavior of the beauty products. The American beauty culture focuses on the feeling of being young and shiny instead of being elegant and romantic. Therefore, when the whole product line of Maybelline New York is conveying messages of being contemporary and fast-paced, you know that possibly Maybelline New York is capturing the student population and the white collars in the workplaces. Therefore, it is truly suitable to give the American blood to the Maybelline brand and make its products affordable and young. In addition, the promotion of the Maybelline New York brand did not negatively impact L'Oréal's French image as a whole. Instead, with the introduction of many trendy products from all over the world, L'Oréal is making itself a center of trendy cultures. Thus, instead of relating French, American, or local Chinese origins to L'Oréal, L'Oréal is trying to make itself the origins of trends and popularity, no matter where these trends and popularity were originally originated. L'Oreal has adopted various forms of marketing strategies to target different people through applying different products. The two main distances that L'Oreal was trying to overcome are psychic and cultural. For psychic distance, it is overcome by using mobile, origin, and cost-based marketing. Each of the three approaches has slightly different focuses. Mobile marketing focuses on enhancing the image of authenticity, enriching content, building trust, and enabling interactions between customers and L'Oreal. While origin-based marketing focuses on shaping consumers' perception of L'Oreal and therefore bridging differences between the company and the consumer population. Cost-based marketing focuses on raising awareness among people in support of the good social cause. It also transforms many customers to become socially responsible buyers. This is also one way to find common ground between L'Oreal and the people from other culture, and therefore cultural distance is addressed together with psychic distance. In origin-based marketing, L'Oreal is not just trying to find common grounds between cultures, it has made one step further to adapt the product into local culture and therefore making products more culturally acceptable. Instead of trying to influence people to accept new corporate structure through cost-based marketing, L'Oreal chose to adapt to the local culture. In fact, after this successful adaptation, L'Oreal can own a mature product line that is not just applicable to the Chinese market, but also to the regional Asian context or even developed markets through the use of reverse innovation. Not only the psychic distance or cultural distance, but L'Oreal has also addressed other distances, such as the temporal distance and the administrative distance, through mobile marketing and geographic distance through origin-based marketing. As described before, we see that cultural distance and psychic distance are the two most important distances faced by L'Oreal. Each of the four strategies listed above is addressing at least one of the two distances. Origin marketing and mobile marketing are both being used extensively to fulfill the overall marketing strategies of L'Oreal. This can be evidence that L'Oreal is developing a series of mobile marketing channels to promote a wide range of products through different platforms and to catch up the trend of digitalization in China. While the use of origin marketing can be traced to the time when L'Oreal first entered China, and now these positive images are continued to be used to differentiate themselves and therefore stand out from the crowd. The use of the reverse innovation and cost marketing are complementing the overall marketing plan. The use of reverse innovation is mostly to contribute to the future expansion, and the use of cost marketing is to capture those potential customers who are more likely to be conscious and aware of social costs. The overall strategy shows that L'Oreal is trying to capture the market as much as possible with strategies that are both far-reaching and sustainable in the long run. To a large extent, the company has succeeded in adopting these practices. Just now we have discussed what are the highlights of each of the practices adopted by L'Oreal. Now we are using the concept of key success factors to see to what extent the correct application of these marketing strategies has contributed to the success in performance and what will be the future prospects. L'Oreal has achieved great success in formulating its strategic focus and managing a healthy and a sustainable ecosystem among its people, operations, marketing, and finances. L'Oreal has successfully captured the core value for the past few years. It focused on customer perception, experience, and values. A variety of marketing strategies were used to apply to different products in different situations. The 4P or 7P aspects continuously being monitored to make sure that the company and the products fit the market dynamically and sustainably. To continue L'Oreal's future success, it is important to make realistic goals. The company should continue to enhance service standards while redefining the target consumer populations regularly. In terms of marketing strategies, it is important to weigh the costs and the benefits. The company should not simply focus on the financial aspects alone. Non-financial benefits and costs, such as those brought by the concept of cost-related marketing, must be simultaneously considered. L'Oreal should continue to innovate itself, not only in terms of products, but also in terms of the contemporary concepts of doing business. For example, the integration between L'Oreal, the consumers, and the intermediaries and the platforms. The true understanding of the culture, trends, perception, and expectation is the key of doing marketing in China. Thank you very much. Let's come to the end of our presentation.